Welcome back, F1 Manager family, to another F1 Manager video. In today's video, we're going to be discussing tuning of the car for all levels, from juniors straight up to champions, from rookie straight up to legends. We're going to be discussing how to tune your car, what are the best practices to look for when you're tuning, so everyone can get to tune their car on their own without copying somebody else's tune. But even though it's still good to copy somebody else's tune that you know is working great, as you know, I always share my tunes before each video, so yeah, you can use all of those tunes. Alright, so remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. Turn on your post notifications for all your F1 Manager content. Also leave a like on the video, and I am pleased to say that today's video is sponsored by Gaming with King. So today's video is sponsored by Gaming with King. Gaming with King is a YouTube channel that does F1 Manager content. So if you're into F1 Manager content, check out Gaming with King. Links is in the description. Awesome channel to subscribe to, and also leave a like on his videos. Alright? Alright guys, let's get straight into this video. Alright, so the first thing I want to discuss when it comes to tuning, it all based on your level. So I'm going to start off with the lower level guys, and then we're going to work our way up to max level. Alright, so you're just starting out the game. You won't have a lot of parts to play around with, so at that point in the game you just put on the parts that you've unlocked. You just put on the parts that you've unlocked and you go racing. Now the more you unlock parts, the more you need now to focus on the parts that gives you the lowest amount of pit time. Alright, fast pit time is the best tune for duels in the low leagues. Alright, so if you're in the lower leagues, you want to focus mainly on that average pit stop time in your tunes. So you want to put on those parts that gives you average pit stop time. That's all you need to put on in the lower leagues. Alright, working your way through the leagues, working your way up to the series, to the higher series, you still want to focus on making your fast pit time tune better. Now the main reason why we use the fast pit time tune for duels is because duels, you're basically racing against your rival. Alright, so there's 24 cars on the track in duels, and your only goal is to beat 2 of those cars. Alright, so if you come finish the race at 20 and 21 or 20 and 24, and your rival finish at 21 and 23, you win the race. Alright, so it's not necessarily about beating the AI cars in duels, it's only about beating those 2 cars, which is your rivals. Alright, so that's the aim for duels. This is why the fast pit time tune works really great, because if your car has a faster pit time, let's say your car pit time is at 2 seconds and your rival pit time is at 3 seconds and 50. Alright, 3.50 seconds. Alright, then your car is going to get into the pits and out of the pits long before your rival car exits the pits. Alright, so that's the main reason why we use fast pit time tune, and why I always recommend a fast pit time tune. Now if you put on a fast pit time tune, like let's say this is your fast pit time tune that you use for your duels, and also fast pit time tune is used for duels in every single series in this game. You can use a fast pit time tune and push through the entire game straight to max level, straight to series 12 from series 1. Once you're lucky enough to get some of these epics that gives you the fast pit time, like the bungee and the blinker early in the game, your fast pit time will be super good. Alright, now you don't want to use your fast pit time tune in the GP events, as the GP events is all about now scoring points. So it's not necessarily now about beating those 2 cars in the GP events. The GP events is all about beating all the cars. Alright, so you're looking to score points against all the cars in the GP event. So let's say you qualify poorly in your GP event, you don't need to focus on a rival that qualifies 5th and 6th and you qualify like 19 and 18. You don't need to worry about that rival. All you need to do is try and beat some of those AI cars to score the best score you can get possible. Alright, so that's the difference between fast pit time, which is for duels, and the difference between GPs. Now if in your GP event, if you're qualifying in the back like 23 and 24 with a regular tune that you would use for your GPs, then it's highly recommended that you switch back to your fastest pit time tune for your GP events. Alright, so let's say you're in the lower series and you qualified 23 and 24, 20 and 21, way in the back there. Most of the time you want to go for the fastest pit time tune for your GP events. Alright, now if you're in the mid tier, like you're now qualifying 15 and 16, which is like the mid tier, 10th place, 9th, 11th place, 12th place, in between 10 and 20 would be like the mid tier. Now at that point you want to be switching up your tune from the fast pit time tune to for the GP tunes. You want to go with hybrid tunes. Alright, now how do you get a hybrid tune? A hybrid tune is basically a fast pit time tune with some good power. Alright, so to make this tune into a hybrid tune, we'll then switch out the engine here. Right there, that's a hybrid tune. 67 power, 52 grip, 43 aero. Alright, and you still have 1.62 seconds in the pits. Alright, if you wanna break it down a little better, you can throw in another part in there like that, and there you can see 73 power now, 52 again in the grip, 43, and you're still at 1.62 seconds, 1.65 seconds in the pit. So this is what a hybrid tune is. Alright, so it's a fast pit time tune with power and with high power and grip. Alright, so that's what a hybrid tune is. Alright, now most players that should be using a hybrid tune in your GP events are players that are in the mid tier. You know, you have your level 9s, your level 8s, and your level 8 commons and your level 5 or level 6 rares. Those players are the players that should be focusing on a hybrid tune for their GP events, while still focusing on the fast pit time tune for your duels. Alright, now once you've reached up to max level, where you now start to have those max level commons, those level 7 rares, looking to get them to level 8 soon, you now want to focus now for your GP tunes. You now want to be focusing on performance based tunes. Alright, so now you need to be focusing on high performance based tune, like this tune here, which is going to be, let's look at the 90 power tune, nice and early. So this is the 90 power tune. You want to be focusing on tunes like this, that's mostly performance based and not so much of a low pit time. Alright, because now we're at the max level, and as I said before, you cannot go into the GPs at this level with a fast pit time tune. You're not going to score the best score possible. Alright, so a tune like this with the 90 power, 58 aero, and the 57 grip will get us some top 10 qualifiers straight out the back. Straight off the bat. Alright, we'll be getting top 10 qualifiers with tunes like this, and then you can push that tune, those drivers, and get some good spots, score some great 1-2s, and score some good points. Alright, on the tables. Alright, so at the top league, you can play around. There's a lot of tunes that you can play around. If you're looking to get some fast pit time with good power, you can switch it up to this tune, which is the 85 power with 2.62 seconds in the pits. This tune is also a great tune. Right, still has good grip, good aero, still has nice little reliability of 45 there, and you still get great pit time from this tune, which is sub 3 seconds. Alright, so you can try these tunes at max level. Alright, so the main difference in this video is The GP tunes are different for mid-tier and higher and max level players versus the low level players that can still use a fast bit time tune in the GPs. Alright, so if you're just starting out the game, your fast bit time tune should be the tune you're using in the GPs anyways, because it's not like you have another tune like the 85 or the 90 power tune that will give you a better qualifiers or give you your car a better result. You're still going to get the same result qualifying in the back because you're at low levels. Now, a lot of people have been asking me about qualifying. How do I qualify good? How do my car qualify good? Now, the sad fact about qualifying is that qualifying takes a lot into consideration. Alright, so for you to qualify good, you need to level up your parts. Your parts needs to be at good level for you to get good qualifiers. Alright, if you're looking for a tune that could get you qualified in the top 10 in the GP events without max level parts, if your commons are like at level 9s and your rares are like at level 7, there is a tune that you can use to get good qualifiers. Let me see if I can remember this tune here. I think this is it. Let me see. Yeah. Alright, so this tune is a tune that I used to use in the olden days, way back when my parts weren't at max level as yet. I think it was recommended to us by Captain Price. Haven't seen Captain Price in a while, but yeah, I think it was recommended to us by him. Alright, so this tune got us qualified in the top 10. So if you're not yet at max level, you have a level 9 commons and level 7 rares, this tune will get you top 10 qualifiers for most of your races in the GP events. Alright, and remember, at this level you don't want to be using these tunes in duels. The only time you want to use these tunes, GP tunes in duels, is when you're at max level and you're looking for competitive racing. You're not necessarily looking to win, you're just looking for excitement in the race. That's when you want to use a GP tune in duels. Once you use a GP tune in duels, you're going to be matched with players that are at higher levels than you. Alright, because your tune is going to be really good, and so the game is going to match you with players that are really good. Alright, once you use the fast bit time tune in your duels, the game is going to match you against players that are not good, that are low level, because the tune is basically at low level. Alright, so that's the key ingredient to the fast bit time tune for those who did not know. Alright, look at that. Power 48, grip 51, aero 42, reliability 35. The game is going to match you with players basically at somewhere close to that level. Alright, now you can outrun them with good strategy, and your car is going to go into the pit really fast and get out really fast. Alright, so that's the fast pit time tune. 1.26 seconds, the lowest the car can go at this level. If you have these epic parts at higher levels, then all the better for you. Your fast pit time tune will be faster than this. If you don't have them at this level, at higher levels, then this would be your fast pit time tune that you can use to win as much duel as you can, push through those leagues and unlock those series. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys again for all your support. The code word for this video is gonna be awesome tunes. Alright, so leave code word awesome tunes down below to let me know that you made it to this portion of the video. Thank you guys for all your support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.